Hey guys, this is Alex C with TFP TV, and this Friday we're taking a look at one of my Grail rifles. I actually had been looking for one of these for a very long time. This is an Arisaka Type 99, and the reason it took me so long to get one is because I wanted one with all the weird features. These actually came with some very strange stuff that we'll get to in a second, but first, it is a handsome rifle, I think. It handles very well. They're nice and thin. The profile's great, especially compared to the old Type 38 long rifles. You can see the one on top is a Type 38, and with the Type 30 bayonet, they are incredibly long. I believe in excess of 50 inches. They're about on par with a Lebel with the Rosalie bayonet. Keep in mind, your average Japanese soldier was only 5'3". So anyways, why it took so long for me to get one of these is I wanted one with the Imperial chrysanthemum intact. In my experience, that typically adds about, I'd say 30% to the rifle's value. So I wanted the chrysanthemum. Most were ground off or destroyed by either soldiers of the US, part of an agreement, or Japanese soldiers. Also, they came with this strange dust cover. A lot of the times, from what I read, these dust covers were discarded because they are quite noisy. You can see me rattling it here. The contact metal on metal does kind of make some noticeable noise. The early ones also had a very unique airplane sight setup. So if you want to see how these work, I'll actually link to C & Arsenal's video where they do some great animation. But it's a feature that was often mocked, but if you watch their video, you'll kind of understand why that was implemented. And of course, they also had a monopod, so a soldier could stabilize the rifle and take more precise aimed shots. So all in all, it has some really cool features, and that's why it took me so long, as most of these don't have all the gadgets and the doodads. But anyways, let's get to the field strip. First of all, just like any Mauser action, these are Mauser-derived actions. Pull the bolt to the rear, pull the tab out that's located on the ejector box, and the bolt comes right out. You're going to want to set that aside for safekeeping, of course. Next up, you're going to unhinge the floor plate. It is captive, so you don't lose the floor plate, unlike the Type 38 rifle. This will allow you to clean the floor plate, maybe get to the guts a little easier if you want to clean the inside under the bridge and all that, like I do. Just, soak whatever with CLP and get after it. But to disassemble a bolt, first of all, you're going to take off that weird dust cover. Make sure you set that aside, because that is a serialized part, and you don't want to lose it if you have a Type 99. Now you'll notice it is a Mauser bolt, however it is simplified. It doesn't have the flag safety. Press on the back and rotate the safety out and off. Now put that aside as well. Then you can remove the firing pin and the firing pin spring if you want to put a little bit of oil there as well, like I do. So then you're left with the bolt. If you'd like to remove the massive Mauser style claw extractor, rotate it off, rotate it clockwise, pops right off of there. So then your Arisaka bolt is fully field stripped. There's really not much to these rifles. They're actually much simpler than a Mauser 98. However, they are cock on close. And there you go. There's your bolt fully field stripped. All in all, very simple, very easy to do, very cool rifles. Simpler than a Mauser 98. However, it is cock on close. But the good thing is that post-war studies actually showed that these were the strongest bolt actions of the war. And a lot of people would argue that these doodads and the gadgets, along with the lightweight and a chrome-lined bore, made this the best bolt action of the Second World War. So score one for Mauser actions, score one for the Japanese, but it was no match for the M1 Garand. Anyways, I'm Alex C with TFP TV. I hope you enjoyed this field strip of the Arisaka Type 99. Stay tuned for more. Also, big thanks to Grizzly Targets and Ventura Munitions for keeping this program afloat. Hope to see you next time, guys.